Our Things Man United fans, welcome back to another video in regards to the recent phone call conversation Erik ten Hag has had recently with Mason Greenwood. In this video, we're going to dive into the nitty-gritty of the conversation, and I'll be sharing my own takes about the details of it as well whenever I can. So without further ado, let's hop into this one. So according to the Sun News website, Ten Hag was keen to touch base with Greenwood to establish how he's feeling following the sequence of events that have happened to Mason Greenwood. He was seemingly keen to provide clarity for Greenwood on exactly where he stands. This is obviously huge for Mason Greenwood, and it shows how Ten Hag thinks and feels about the possible return of Greenwood to Manchester United. A source detailed a personal phone call between the pair, telling The Sun, and I quote, "Mason has spent a long time with very little, if any, contact from the club. As and when they were in touch, it was never direct and always through a third party. So for the manager to call him was a big step for him and one he really appreciated." The manager inquired how he was feeling physically and mentally and said he was pleased the charges had been dropped. He thought it was the right thing to do to get in touch with Mason, but it was clear it will be the club rather than him which will decide if Mason can play for Manchester United again. That is a huge step for Greenwood and Erik ten Hag as a manager, and it just goes to show you what kind of a smart manager Erik ten Hag is. Obviously, there have been lots of debates regarding Mason Greenwood and how his teammates think about him, which we have covered in previous videos, and I highly recommend you guys check them out right here. But the thing that really impresses me here is how Ten Hag is not allowing other people and their takes to cloud his own judgment. It also shows that Ten Hag at the end of the day wants to win and thinks that Mason Greenwood does have a lot of potential and can really make a positive contribution to the team. As you guys know, and we have also covered on the channel, the Red Devils are conducting their own internal investigation to form part of their decision, which could arrive anytime between now and the end of the season. Club officials have come out and said, and I quote, "The club will now conduct its own process before determining next steps. We will not make any further comment until that process is complete." Previously, we have covered the updates regarding how the squad is torn on Mason Greenwood's situation, and it looks as if that some of them have decided to show their thoughts and stances against Mason Greenwood on social media platforms. Reportedly, a number of the club's first-team squad unfollowed Greenwood on social media platforms following his initial arrest in early 2022. Mirror also approached Manchester United, who refused to comment on the story. The source claims Greenwood would like to quote-unquote get his career back on track, having not played competitive football in over 1 year. The phone call clearly shows Ten Hag is on board with the idea of having Mason Greenwood in the team, but at the end of the day, the ball is in Manchester United's court, and the club officials remain the ones to make the final call after the club's internal investigation comes to an end. Regarding the reported phone call with Ten Hag, the source also added, and I quote, "Mason's spirits were lifted by it. He has been at United since he was 6 and just wants to get back to playing football for team. He's happiest with the ball at his feet and wants to get his career back on track. But he knows the club has a massive decision to make." We shouldn't also forget how Greenwood's mentality is going to be a key factor for him to play in Ten Hag's team, provided that he is given a shot to play for Manchester United again. Yet again, I should praise Ten Hag for reaching out to the player and boosting his morale now, because even Ten Hag knows if Greenwood's mind isn't in the right place, he won't be able to perform as well as he used to. I'm totally impressed by Ten Hag as a manager and his decision-making skills. We should also mention that lately Greenwood has made significant changes to his Instagram page, as he has deleted more than 180 posts but kept United in his bio. Needless to say that Mason's act indicates that he is ready to have a clean slate and start things from scratch, as it has been the case for his personal life as well. In other videos, we have talked about how Mason is trying to change his public image. You can click right here to watch those videos as well. So Greenwood's player profile remains on United's club website as the Red Devils ponder whether to keep him on their books or not. Time will tell what the final verdict in Greenwood's case for Manchester United will be, but until then, what do you guys think? Has Ten Hag made the right decision by calling and getting in touch with Mason Greenwood? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Of course, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of March. Consider subscribing to the channel and you won't miss any of the latest news and rumors regarding Manchester United. Leave a like if you found this video informative. It really goes a long way. If you want to keep going, check out this video regarding the latest updates when it comes to the takeover of Manchester United and how Qatar is in the lead. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. Take care of yourself.